Anil Kumar was a top senior partner and director at management consultancy McKinsey and Company, where he co-founded McKinsey's offices in Silicon Valley and India and created its internet practice among others. Kumar is additionally the co-founder of the Indian School of Business with Rajat Gupta and the creator of two different kinds of outsourcing. He graduated from IIT Bombay in India, Imperial College in the UK, and the Wharton School in the US. In 2010 he pleaded guilty to insider trading in a dramatic descent from the pinnacle of the business world. He was the government's first cooperator and most important witness in two of the most important securities fraud trials in history against close friends and business partners Raj Rajaratnam, the billionaire founder of the Galleon Group family of hedge funds, and Rajat Gupta, the former head of McKinsey and Company and a board member of Goldman Sachs and Procter & Gamble. Rajaratnam and Gupta were both convicted in separate high-profile criminal trials. He was sentenced in 2012 by Judge Denny Chin to 2 years of probation in exchange for testimony against former friends Rajanatram and Gupta. Chin stated that greed wasn't the motive in Kumar's case and that this was aberrational conduct. Mr. Kumar has led a law-abiding and productive life. Federal prosecutors called Kumar one of the best and most important cooperating witnesses they had ever worked with. In 2015, an investigation noted that Mr. Kumar had illegally collected funds from insider trading and offshore accounts in the name of his domestic worker, Manju Das. The investigation alleged that Ms. Das had no knowledge of these accounts, which were created with identity documents falsified by Mr. Kumar, and that Mr. Kumar had paid Ms. Das far below minimum wage for several years in violation of U.S. law. Ms. Das now lives in extreme poverty in India. Early life and education: Kumar graduated first in his class from the Doon School, an elite high school in India, and ranked among the top 100 students across India for admission to the competitive Indian Institute of Technology colleges. He graduated third in his class from IIT Bombay with a degree in mechanical engineering, writing a thesis on renewable energy. Kumar attended Imperial College at the University of London on a OEV equivalent of the Rhodes Scholarship sponsored by Cecil Rhodes's De Beers Company. He became the first student to complete Imperial's 2-year course in applied mechanics in 10 months, and also graduated first in his class. Kumar attended business school at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania with a self-designed major on the management of technology and international business. Career: Kumar was a star senior partner, and a of McKinsey unregistered trademark's most senior employees, and brightest stars. He co-founded McKinsey's offices in Silicon Valley and India and created and led the firm's business in 3 different areas of internet companies, outsourcing, and entrepreneurship. He was the copyright of former chief executive Rajat Gupta, though was blamed for the collapse of McKinsey's e-commerce initiatives after the dot-com collapse and never ran in the elections for managing partner. Gupta and Kumar also co-founded the Indian School of Business in Hyderabad, India. McKinsey and Company Kumar began his career at Hewlett-Packard as a product manager before joining McKinsey and Company in 1986 as one of the earliest Indian Americans at the consultancy. In 1988 he co-founded McKinsey's offices in Silicon Valley with a partner, growing the office from 2 people to approximately 35 by 1992. In 1993 as a partner he founded McKinsey's office in New Delhi, which along with the Mumbai office co-founded the consultancy in India. In India he pioneered the concepts of knowledge process outsourcing and business process outsourcing and became the copyright of then managing director Rajat Gupta. Kumar returned to the United States to found and led McKinsey's internet practice during the dot-com bubble. Under Kumar's leadership, McKinsey's e-commerce practice grew to represent a full 25 to 30% of the firm's revenues, court documents revealed, though Kumar was blamed for the evaporation of this business in the subsequent dot-com collapse. He and Gupta briefly created a program to allow the firm to accept stock in lieu of consulting fees. Kumar was also chairman of the Knowledge Center and chairman of the Asia Center. He was a director and corporate officer of the firm. He lived and worked from multiple offices in New Delhi, New York, and Silicon Valley, traveling over 30,000 miles a month. He was a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and the Young Presidents Organization, a founding charter member of TIE, and was the United States chairman of India's largest business lobby, the Confederation of Indian Industry. Criticism of Kumar centered around his close relationship with Gupta and a perception of arrogance. According to the Financial Times, Oeth too operated as a forceful double act to secure business for McKinsey, win access in Washington and build a brotherhood of donors around the Hyderabad-based ISB and a handful of social initiatives. Also according to the Times, as much as Mr. Kumar was admired for his business ability and sharpness, he also drew fire for what was seen as his arrogance. Galleon investigation. Kumar maintained an intentionally low profile outside McKinsey until an October 2009 arrest in conjunction with an ongoing and wide-ranging U.S. governmental investigation into insider trading. Former mentor Rajat Gupta was later arrested by the FBI in a related case, prompting inquiries into McKinsey unregistered trademark's senior leadership and business model. As of December 2009, Kumar was no longer at the consultancy. In January 2010 he pleaded guilty to insider trading charges and was Oeth government unregistered trademark star witness in March 2011 against billionaire friend and Galleon Group founder Raj Rajaratnam. In the sprawling case his involvement was unusual. According to a Reuters blog, unregistered trademark the only informant who could be considered even more successful than Raj was, at least professionally if not in terms of raw cash. Raj had money, more money than he really knew what to do with, but Kumar had much more societal acceptance and prestige. He settled with the SEC in May 2010 for $2.8 million, the amount after gains he received from Rajaratnam through a Swiss bank account in a domestic worker's name. Gupta, Rajaratnam, and Kumar were all close friends and had founded the $1.3 billion private equity firm New Silk Route together, though Rajaratnam and Kumar withdrew before the firm began operation. Kumar was represented by the late Robert Mavillo, who had previously led billionaire Martha Stewart unregistered trademark's defense in her own insider trading case. He testified again as Oeth government's key witness in the May 2012 criminal trial of former mentor Rajat Gupta, where he described the relationships between Gupta, Rajaratnam and himself. To do so was difficult, according to federal prosecutors, because Kumar knew that he could be partially responsible for helping to convict someone with whom he and his family had deep and long-lasting ties. Bloomberg commented, when business guru Rajat Gupta and his Procter copyright Anil Kumar, worked together to expand management consultancy McKinsey and Company in the 1990s, a date in court years later surely was not part of the plan. Both Rajaratnam and Gupta were ultimately convicted in separate high-profile criminal trials. International media, business, and finance industry observers have analyzed extensively Kumar's actions in aiding Rajaratnam. Consensus remains divided on the precise motivators of money, respect, and relationship, with the New York Times asking, why would people who seem to have it all wealth, prestige, powerful jobs and infinite access to others with the same risk that, and more, to provide inside information to the Sri Lankan-born billionaire? Rajaratnam's annual payments were estimated at less than 5% of Kumar's annual income, further raising the question of motivation. Prosecutors wondered an incredibly bright, highly accomplished, professional consultant, and senior partner at arguably the world unregistered trademark's leading consulting firm, who contributed considerable time to start the Indian School of Business and to other charities, would betray his profession. Unregistered trademark's core values. One media source questioned Kumar's sentencing report. Judge Chin would ultimately rule that greed wasn't the motive in Kumar's case. Federal prosecutors said Kumar's testimony was nothing short of devastating. Kumar was credible, precise, and fully corroborated. In July 2012 he was sentenced by Judge Denny Chin to 2 years of probation, ending in July 2014. Education in non-profits. Kumar co-founded the Indian School of Business with Gupta in 1997, today ranked among the top 15 business schools in the world by the Financial Times. Court documents revealed he personally raised approximately 35% of all money donated to the school and kept a low profile as co-founder, a large part of the intellectual vision of ISBs. In fact, Anil's, a point not many outside ISB's leadership will ever be aware of. In New Delhi, Kumar helped IIT Delhi double its student body with no increase in costs and was a founding board member of the Bharti Foundation. In San Jose, he served on the boards of the Children's Discovery Museum and San Jose's Civic Light Opera. As of 2012, he was working with the Baylor College of Medicine and Max Healthcare to start a medical university, teaching hospital, and nursing school in India, and also with the Hero Group to start an 8,000-person engineering college in India. Personal life. Kumar maintained an intentionally low public profile, and according to prosecutors was earning significant amounts of money at McKinsey. Though lived relatively modestly, his assets far exceeded his liabilities. He lived and worked for decades in New Delhi, New York, and Silicon Valley, traveling over 30,000 miles a month for McKinsey. He had a Manhattan apartment in the Time Warner Center and a house in Saratoga, California. He is married, with one son. See also: McKinsey and Company, Incorporated. In particular notable employees and Galleon case, Galleon insider trading case. In particular relationship with Rajaratnam and Gupta, Indian School of Business. In particular history and formation, New Silk Route. In particular history and formation, Rajat Gupta. In particular relationship with Kumar, Raj Rajaratnam. In particular conviction, SEC v. Rajaratnam. Also US v. Rajaratnam. References. Further reading. Bashani, Nalita. The strange true story of how a chairman at McKinsey made millions of dollars off his maid. The Nation, November 9, 2015. Raghavan, Anita. The Billionaire's Apprentice, The Rise of the Indian-American Elite and the Fall of the Galleon Hedge Fund. Hachette, June 2, 133. Sharma, Amal and Joanne Lublin. OEA Star Partners Galleon arrest shakes up ranks at McKinsey. The Wall Street Journal. October 21, 2009. McDonald, Duff. OE Galleon Scandals Executive Conundrum. CNN. October 23, 2009. McDonald, Duff. OE Rajat Gupta, Touched by Scandal. CNN. October 1, 2010. Jury, Dan. OE Delbook London correspondent scores deal for crisis book. The New York Observer. December 3, 2010. Lamont, James and Tom Burgess. OE Elite take sides as Gupta fights SEC charges. The Financial Times. March 8, 2011. Latman, Peter. OE on tape, Galleon founder told of possible Goldman deals. The New York Times. March 15, 2011. Latman, Peter. OE Rajat Gupta charged with insider trading. The New York Times. March 1, 2011. Merkul, Grant and Denarban. OEMC Kinsey and uncomfortable Rajaratnam trial glare. Reuters. March 30, 2011. Rothfeld, Michael and Susan Pulliam. OE defense in Galleon trial bids to discredit U.S.'s star witness. The Wall Street Journal. March 16, 2011. OE Rajaratnam lawyer, key witness to battle at insider trading trial. Financial Alternatives. March 16, 2011. Raghavan, Anita. OE expert view on Galleon insider trading trial. NDTV. March 18, 2011. Banvores, Bob, David Glovin and Patricia Hurtado. OE Rajaratnam lawyer challenges Kumar. Unregistered trademark testimony on insider tips. Payment Seguro. Bloomberg. March 16, 2011. External links. McKinsey and Company, Incorporated. The Indian School of Business.